Hey guys, what's up? I am Nikhil from Dope Motions and welcome to this brand new After Effects tutorial. So today we will create this really amazing looking logo animation inside of After Effects without using any plugin. I think it looks super amazing and it's very easy to create. So even if you are a beginner or very new to After Effects, you will easily be able to follow along with this tutorial as I will explain you each and every step. And if you enjoy learning these kind of professional looking logo reveals and intros, then you should check out my logo animation playlist, which has over 40 plus in-depth logo animation tutorials, and it's completely free to watch, link to which is in the description below. So with that said, let's jump straight into After Effects and get started. Alright, so here we are in After Effects. Let's start by creating a new composition. Let's call this render as our main render comp. And for size or dimensions, I'm going to go with 2560 by 1440, that is 2K. You can of course go with 4K as well. Actually, yeah, let's go with 2K. Or you can also go with 1920 by 1080, that is full HD 30 fps, and let's set the duration to 10 seconds. Press OK, then create a new composition. This is going to be our logo placeholder, so let's call this logo, and let's change the width to 1440 so we get a square comp. And yep, everything else is set to the default settings. And then I'm going to drag in my logo. So here I have a bunch of logos. So for this one, I'll use the X logo. Let's scale this down. Okay. And on this, I'll add an effect called gradient map or gradient ramp, not map. And let's place this right here just to add a little bit of depth into the logo. So maybe somewhere around there. All right, then create another new composition called this outline and drag the logo composition inside the outline comp. Select the composition, go into effects and presets and search for an effect called CC light sweep. Double click to apply that. Let's change the light reception from add to cutout, so you only see this nice reflection of the light. I'll place this center property right here at this corner and then create a keyframe. Let's go to around maybe 2 seconds and 15 frames, and I'll move this right over here. So now when I preview this, we have something that looks like this. Pretty cool. Now let's change the width of this to 150. All right, bring down the sweep intensity to 0. Edge intensity, I'll set this to 75. And let's bring down the edge thickness to around 3. All right, let's set the direction to maybe something like let's go with something like -50. So now we have something like this. Pretty cool. Let's duplicate this, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and let's change the direction of this one to 120 degrees. So now we have a much more filler reveal. Yeah, as you can see before and after, the logo is properly getting elevated with the light sweep. So that is exactly what we want. Let's also add some glow onto this. So I'll select this, go into effects and presets and search for a glow effect. We can use deep glow, but I'll go with the default glow for now. This works fine for this particular project. And let's set the glow intensity to 1.5 and the glow radius to 50. So it's a very subtle glow, but it looks very nice. So let's copy this effect, Ctrl C, and paste it on this one, Ctrl V. I can select all these or maybe 2 layers, hit U and select the keyframes and press F9 to ease them. So now we have a reveal that looks something like that, which is very nice, I think. And then finally, I will add an opacity animation. So I'll select this, press T, create a keyframe and hit U so we can see all the keyframes. Let's move the opacity keyframe right here. Go to around 3 seconds and 15 frames and let's set the opacity down to 0. And let's also add an easy ease on that as well. Okay. So let's close this. Let's create another new composition. I'll set this to 2560 by 1440 and call this animation. press OK. Now select the outline composition and drag it into the animation comp. So here we have a reveal. Turn this into a 3D layer. Right click and create a new camera. I'll go with 28 millimeters, looks good. Press OK. Now select this outline composition, press P to bring down the position property, and I'm gonna set this to 1000. Now duplicate this, press Ctrl D again, press P and set this to 0. Duplicate this again, press P and set this to minus 1000. Duplicate this again, press P and set this to minus 2000, and I'm gonna do this couple of times until I reach maybe minus 10,000. Minus 10,000. So there we go. So what we have did is, if I can show you right over here, I'll switch this to maybe a top view. You can see this is our camera and we have positioned every layer in the Z space. So now we can animate our camera. So what I'll do is select the camera, press P to bring down the position property, and let's set this to somewhere around here maybe. So let's go at around maybe minus 600 or something. All right. And go at the very start, create a keyframe. Then I'll go to, let's say, 4 seconds and pull the camera out like so. So now if I go back into my active camera, we don't see anything. So I'll select the outline composition, press Ctrl D to duplicate this one more time, and let's change the color of this one to a different one so that we know it's a different layer for different purpose. And I'll swap this or replace this with the original logo composition. So hold Alt and just click and drag it, and there we go. So now if I preview this, we have something like this. All right, now we need to do a couple of things to make it look proper. So first of all, let's go at around very start, press page down 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So we move 3 frames forward in time, select everything and hold Alt and right square bracket to crop these layers like so. Okay. And select the bottom one, hold Shift and select the top one. Go into animation, keyframe assistant and sequence layers, press OK. So now we have created a sequence and then we can drag this layers like so. So now we have something like this. Pretty cool, right? And then I'll select the keyframes of the camera, press F9 to ease them, go into the graph editor and right click, select edit speed graph. Let's move our time indicator in the center and let's create kind of a mountain with an influence of around, let's go with something like 60-65%. Same here as well, so around 65. So now when we preview this, we have something like this. Pretty damn cool. We can also add a subtle rotation with this. So I'll select the rotation, or I'll select the layer and press R to bring down the rotation property, create a keyframe, hit U. Let's move this at the very start, at the very end, sorry. And I'll go at the very, maybe somewhere on there, and let's rotate it maybe in this direction. So we have something like this. And then I'll actually select, now I'll select both of these keyframes, press F9 to ease them, go into the graph and create the same curve that I showed you like so. So now let's preview this, and as you can see, it's looking really nice. All right, make sure you turn on the motion blur. So I'll select all the layers, turn on motion blur, and this will add this nice motion blur to our reveal, which will make the camera movement look much more aesthetic. Pretty nice, as you can see. So this is looking really crazy. Okay. Then I will add a subtle zoom in the camera after the logo settles down. So I'll create a new null object. Let's rename the layer to zoom and make it 3D and pattern the camera to this null. Select it, press P to bring down the position. I'll go to around maybe 3 seconds, create a keyframe. Then I'll go to 7 seconds. And let's add a little bit of movement in the Z position like so. So we have a subtle zooming movement, as you can see. And finally, I want to add a fade. So to do that, I'll create a new adjustment layer, call this fade, and go to effects and presets, search for gradient wipe effect, apply that, set the transition softness to 50%, and let's create a keyframe on transition completion and then go to 7 seconds and set this to 100. Select the keyframes, press F9 to erase them. So now we have a fade out as well, which looks very nice. Now to enhance the complete zooming out effect that we have, what I can do is create a new adjustment layer, call this effect for now, and go into effects and presets, search for an effect called optics compensation. Double click to apply that. Make sure you turn on reverse lens distortion, and I'll go at the very start, maybe somewhere around here, and set this to a really high value, something like so. Let's go with something like 150. Okay, press U. Oh, make sure you create a keyframe and then press U. Move that keyframe at the very start, and let's go right here at around 4 seconds and set this to 0. So now we have this really intensifying stretchy look. It's very subtle, I think, but it looks pretty crazy. Yeah, that is nice. And again, easy is the keyframes. Then go into the main render composition and drag the animation comp that we just created. And on this, I'll add an effect called shift channel. This will help us to achieve that nice RGB look. Okay, let's keep the red channel on and turn off the green and the blue channel. Make sure you switch the blending mode of this to screen. Then press Ctrl D to duplicate it, turn off the red channel and turn on the green channel. Duplicate this one more time and turn off the green channel and just turn on the blue channel. And then I'll just move every layer 1 frame forward in time. So now we have this really cool RGB look, as you can see. One more thing I can do right here is add a secondary light sweep onto the logo when it settles down. So I can select the logo composition, go into effects and presets, search for light sweep, CC light sweep. Double click to apply that, and then I'll just move this wherever I want. So something like right here. Let's move this right here and create a keyframe, go forward in time, and let's move this up. So now we have a very basic light sweep. It's way too fast, I think. I'll increase the timing by adjusting the keyframes a little bit. So we have something like this, which looks pretty nice, I think. So when we go back into our main render composition, we have this nice rainbow kind of a, light sweep. Pretty nice. And then it fades out. If you want, you can create a new adjustment layer. It's optional, but let me just show what we can achieve with this by adding Deep Glow. Again, Deep Glow is a paid plugin. If you want, it's optional. You can use it. If you don't want, it's fine. You don't need to use it, but this will, completely enhance the effect. So I definitely recommend you to invest in this plugin. It's a really cool one. So when we preview this with Deep Glow, it takes the complete animation to a whole nother level. So right here, I can animate the exposure, create a keyframe, hit U. Let's go right here. When it settles down, I want the glow to disappear. So something like this looks very, very nice. And there we have this dynamic logo animation in After Effects. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to create more such amazing cool looking logo animation, I have a complete playlist ready for you that you can binge watch right now, link to which is in the description. With that said, you can also follow me on Instagram at dope.motions and Nikhil Pawar. Also recently I have launched a very cool transitions and overlay package that you can check it out on my website dopemotions.com. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care and always stay raw, stay creative. Peace out.